Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is a topic that I've been dying to get to. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, a lot's been going on over the last 48 to 72 hours. There have been a lot of people talking. There's been a lot of twerking going on, and things are just getting out of hand. But what I have noticed, and I'm going to talk about this because you know why? There must be a balance to all of this. I get it. Everybody's running to kiss LeBron's ass and kiss the ring. Rich NBA players, broke people. Everybody's running to kiss the ring. Everybody wants to kiss the ring. I get that. But I do believe it's important to have a counterbalance and opposing views just to make the conversation more robust. I don't think it's a good a dialogue when everybody's agreeing and everybody's saying the same thing. We all have to have opposing views. That's how you have a rich conversation. Now, there are people that don't want that. There are people that want one particular messaging point, and that's going to be it. And then if there's any other views out there that are diametrically opposed to these views that they're propagating, oh my God, you're a hater and all of that stuff. But what they're saying is correct because it's correct because they need to be correct. Where am I going to with all of this? I find myself in a precarious situation where I'm here defending Stephen A. Smith. And essentially what I'm defending Stephen A. Smith is from this external pressure to get him to back off. What I have been noticing is that there's been this kind of unison with the messaging on the opposition side where people are saying Stephen A. Smith needs to back off. Stephen A. Smith is embarrassing himself. Stephen A. Smith is wrong. Stephen A. Smith is crashing out. And it's like they held a meeting and everybody was like, okay. And they were like, okay, this is going to be the talking point. He crashed out. Everybody used that word. He's embarrassing himself. All of us use this word and we're just going to keep repeating it. And I'm noticing this kind of organized takedown of Stephen A. Smith because he dared to stand up to a fan base and a player that believe that whatever this guy says must be the gospel. And I'm also noticing something else that's really got my blood boiling, and I want to discuss it further. I'm noticing the flagrant level of hypocrisy that is permeating in the atmosphere. You have vipers dressed as sheep, acting like as if they have some moral compass or they have some moral ground to be talking. And why is Stephen A. Smith saying this and saying that? When these people are known, documented haters of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Where am I going with this? I heard a video that was dropped yesterday, or rather I saw a video that was dropped yesterday from Nick Wright, who has admitted he's represented by Clutch Sports. Okay? And Nick Wright has been kind of dissing Stephen A. Smith all throughout this process. And as I'm looking at Nick Wright, as he's talking, I'm looking at him, I'm like, Nick must really think people are stupid. Nick must act like as if people don't remember all of the disgusting and nasty things he used to say about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. All of the hate campaigns that he spearheaded for years, but now is acting like as if Stephen A. Smith is doing something that he didn't do for years and years and years. And luckily we have the receipts because we produced quite a bit of shows covering Nick Wright with his bozo ass. So what we want to do is we want to play the first compilation of some of the nasty things and vicious attacks from Nick Wright towards Kobe Bryant. And then from there, we're going to get to the part of him getting at Jordan. Take a listen to some of the things here that Nick Wright has said about Kobe Bryant over the years.
All I thought about as a kid personally was winning championships. That's all I cared about. Now everybody's going to value things differently, which is fine. I'm just telling you how I value mine. If I'm LeBron, you got to figure out a way to win. It's not about narrative. You want to win championships, you just got to figure it out.
But we should also clarify, this quote is not about LeBron's next decision. This quote was in a story about this year and them making the finals again and not winning. It was Kobe was one of 8 basketball players from the Isaiah Thomas you talked about, the original Isaiah Thomas, Vince Carter, Chauncey Billups, Paul Pierce, who doesn't even like LeBron because of their history with Cleveland and Boston and then Miami and Boston, all talking about LeBron's run in Cleveland, the 3 titles, and then, of course, the 6 finals losses over the course of his career. And that's where Kobe said, you got to find a way to win. That's where Kobe engages in some of the most intellectually dishonest revisionist history you are going to find. Where Kobe says, the only thing that ever mattered to me my entire career was championships. Well, yeah, except for the time that you made the Lakers pick between you and Shaq. When Shaq was the best player in the world. When the year after they chose you over Shaq, Shaq finished second in the MVP. And the year after that, he won a title. What were you doing those 2 years? Well, you were so focused on championships, you missed the playoffs in 2005. In 2006, you blew a 3-1 lead in the first round. And in 2007, you lost in 5 in the first round. What did you do after 2007? Oh, you demanded a trade on Stephen A. Smith's radio show. You then found some goofballs in a parking lot and on video trashed your teammates Andrew Bynum, your GM Mitch Kupchak for not making a trade. Like all those things happened. We all remember those things happening. And so I will give Kobe the benefit of the doubt on this. This has been a tough 24 months for Kobe Bryant since LeBron beat the 73-win Warriors. Because Kobe always wanted the discussion to be Kobe and Michael. This is where I think Stephen A. has made a grievous error. Just today, he said, quote, he'll smile in your face then stab you in the back. That's why I don't like him. He's bringing up Wade's Hall of Fame induction, Kobe's memorial. He's saying, quote, he literally circumvented meritocracy in the NBA. Here's the problem, man. And this is where, by continuing to talk about this and not allowing yourself to take the L, you are really putting yourself in a bad spot. You always claimed you had no problem with LeBron. You always claimed he only had a problem with you. Up until 6 weeks ago, the stance was, oh, nothing but love for LeBron James. A great person in the community. A great this, a great that. I just think he's not the greatest basketball player ever. I just think he's only the second greatest player ever, and because of that, he has a problem with me. That's been the public stance. And now the guy makes fun of you on Instagram and takes a couple jokes at your expense on McAfee, and you're letting everyone know, actually, no, never liked him. And so if we are going to do a full, real telling of it, the honest answer is, so why? What's been the problem? Was there something personal before? And the answer is no. LeBron wouldn't talk to him. That was the problem. LeBron wouldn't talk to him or acknowledge him. And Michael Jordan texts with him. That's it. It's the whole thing. That's the start of it. And so it is, people ask me all the time, man, do you believe what you say? And my answer always is 100%. Now, do I say it louder or more emphatically or add some spice to it or whatever? Do I dress it up? Sure, of course. But the reason, and this is not my quote, but this quote is correct. If you never lie, you don't ever have to remember anything. when you do, and I'm not acting like I'm someone that never lies. I probably have a bit of I'm probably true character flaw of mine is I am my most honest talking to you guys. Friends and family, I might, you know what I mean? I might be like, you know what, I can dance through the raindrops here a bit and clean this up later. And that's not, honestly, it's self-serving. It's not out of some Woodward and Bernstein journalism ethic. It's because I don't want to have to, it is too difficult to do this much content if you're having to remember, oh, I said that. And if your stance forever has been, I have no problem with that person, he has a problem with me. And then the first time you get pressed, you empty the clip about everything you've always had a problem with, people are going to say, you're lying to us.
Fantastic. That's the Nick Wright. This talking about Stephen A. Smith, you're talking about, that's Nick Wright for you. But we're not going to stop there. We now want to play some sound of just some of the attacks that Nick Wright has levied towards Michael Jordan over the years. Take a listen to the noble Nick Wright talking about Michael Jordan. Take a listen to this here.
Brew is the Rock of Gibraltar on this. He is not going to be moved.
Well, okay. Best player?
No, on anything, all things Jordan. You're not moving. Okay, well then.
I mean,
I don't think Jordan is. I don't think Brew is movable.
I don't think he's Muhammad Ali.
I think Wilds
if you're talking about off the court,
partially movable. But I'm really talking to the. I'm talking to America here because I think the audience, even Jordan acolytes, will say to themselves, let's kind of make some good points. My entire life, when we have talked about Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever, part of the story has been, and the shoes, and made the bald head cool, and the marketing, and the Jumpman logo. It's not the biggest part, but it has been part of the story.
Sure.
Also, yes, because hold on,
have
bro.
I ever?
Wait, I'm not talking about your case. The mystique of Jordan, that even if someone ends up being better, they won't have all of these things, is what I've been told. Furthermore, I would posit this: if Michael Jordan's run as an owner was dynastic, if it was awesome, if Jordan went from on the court to in the front office and they reeled off championships, everybody watching knows. People would be like, see, look at him. That's one of the reasons he's the GOAT. No, everything he touches turns to gold. So, when his run as owner, can we show the full screen, please? On the court, basketball-wise, he's the worst in the league for 15 years. It's got to count a little. It's got to be a little bit of the tapestry. Or we have to take all the other stuff away. And we're saying we're not talking about shoes or iconography or any of the stuff.
Stop it.
What?
Have you ever, when we've debated about Jordan, have I ever brought up shoes?
You haven't. But you're not the only person who argues it.
I'm the best at arguing it, though. I'm the one that wins. But no, look, nobody would say in their right mind that Michael Jordan has the best legacy in basketball, on or off the court. All that's off the court. LeBron's legacy off the court is much better in terms of social justice. Jordan, got roasted in the black community for not speaking out on social issues. Now, I think he's done some great things since then. One of the second black majority owner in the NBA from Bob Johnson. Just as you said, sold for $3 billion. I mean, unbelievable. Now he's going to be right up there close to Oprah, as wealthiest African-American in the country. So I think he's done some things that are important for African-Americans off the court since he's retired. But, Nick, when I say Jordan's the GOAT, it is not, his legacy in all of basketball, talent evaluation, executive. Yeah. It is as a player.
Sure.
Period. And now, I do agree like I would say Jordan's iconic.
Yeah.
And that's where the shoes and all that comes in. But this has nothing to the opposite of your argument is saying Jerry West, awesome front office executive. Yeah, he was a great player, won a championship, was a finals MVP when they lost. And then you look at what he did in the front office, drafted Kobe. He's the GOAT.
It helps.
I mean, that would be like saying.
But it helps. And
no, it doesn't really.
The late, great Elgin Baylor,
we're talking about
his Clippers tenure hurt him. Yeah, we're talking about basketball.
But when we say, okay, let's talk peaks, and this is where the Jordan folks, in my opinion, are dishonest. What is peak? Are we talking one season? Because there is no single season Michael Jordan ever had better than LeBron James's 2013 season. It doesn't exist. In 2013 for LeBron James, he was the league MVP. He was the finals MVP. He had a damn near perfect game 6 of the finals down 3-2, and then a perfect game 7 of the finals, 37-12, and the game-winning jump shot over Kawhi Leonard. And, oh yeah, by the way, during that year, they had a 27-game winning streak, and he was 3 votes away from winning Defensive Player of the Year. Find the Jordan season that matches that. You can't. People are like, oh, but Michael Jordan won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year. He did. In a year, he did not even make it to the finals, let alone win the championship. So when are we talking Jordan's peak? Are we talking 1 year? Then LeBron's peak was higher.
So you heard Nick Wright. This is the same Nick Wright that is over here acting like as if he's ashamed and disgusted at the behavior of Stephen A. Smith, when this is all he has done. What are you talking about, Nick Wright? Who are you joking with? I know some of your younger viewers do not do any research, and they didn't follow you for a long time, so they won't know all of the nasty things that you said. But I do. I remember when Kobe passed away, and those were the early years of us producing shows on this channel. And all of the disgusting, nasty things you said about him. And in the moment Kobe dies, you want to come on TV and start acting like as if, oh, well, you know, this is sad, and showing your crocodile tears. And we did a show, and I will never forget the title. Will Nick Wright regret the nasty things he said about Kobe Bryant over the years, now that he's passed away? So that's Nick Wright on Kobe. Let's get to Nick Wright and Michael Jordan, because this guy is acting like as if he's some angel when he is not. He's complaining about things he has done for years. Let's get to the most viral clip of Nick Wright. What is that? The most viral moment, and one could argue the seminal moment in Nick Wright's TV career, was when he went on Undisputed back when he was with Chris Carter and Shannon Sharp was there and Skip Bayless. And he went on there and said, LeBron James already passed Michael Jordan in championships after he won his ring in 2016. That was Nick Wright. If you Google Nick Wright, that is still his most viral video. Has millions of views. That was his entree onto FS1. Your entree was you saying ridiculous things about Michael Jordan. That's Nick Wright. Nick Wright was the same person that said, oh, at no point in time was Kobe ever the best player in the NBA. Nick Wright was the same person that said it at the 75th anniversary. This is the last time Michael Jordan is going to be relevant after he received more applause than LeBron James in Cleveland. This is the same Nick Wright that did a top 50 players in the past 50 years and ranked Jordan number 3, Kareem number 2, and LeBron number 1. Trolling. But then wants to turn around and act like as if he's some damn victim. You must never take these people seriously. Some of y'all do. Maybe it's because he got a beard. Maybe because he's white. Maybe it's because he wears suits. I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's articulate. And some of y'all be genuine. Man, look at this dude. He's saying, I ain't impressed by it, my guy. I'm not impressed by it. I see through your games. There's so many people that are acting like, oh man, you know, what did they say? What Stephen A. Smith say about LeBron James? It's just totally wrong. It's totally wrong. I'm gonna get on Gilbert Arenas right now too. Gilbert Arenas is talking about all of the LeBron James haters. Oh, the LeBron James haters. Oh, the LeBron James. How many clips can we pull up of you hating on Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, players from the past? How many are we going to pull up? We can go all the way back to your football sports clips. Like, what are we talking about? These are the same dudes that are acting like, oh, LeBron is under attack when that's all they've done. I'm laughing at you dudes, at the flagrant hypocrisy. And y'all expect people to take y'all seriously. What are we talking about right now? This is all y'all did. There's so much evidence, video evidence of you guys taking shots at Jordan and Kobe. But then want to turn around and act like as if, oh, no, Stephen A. Smith is wrong for what he's saying. What? What are we talking about? Wasn't it Gilbert Arenas talking about, oh, all of the players in the 90s were on crack and all of that stuff? Wasn't it you? You were documenting what was said, but wasn't that you? Wasn't that you? Wouldn't you feel a type of way if they said, oh man, all the players today are on performance enhancers? Yo, oh my God, how would you say that? You be hollering in script, how they gonna disrespect? All you do is hate on LeBron. All you do is hate on LeBron. All you do is hate on LeBron, but what you been doing? What Nick Wright been doing? What have they been doing? So y'all calling out Stephen A. Smith. Ain't no clips out there of Stephen A. Smith hating on players like that. The way y'all did it. The way Nick Wright did it. And now Nick Wright wants to stick his nose into this one and act like as if he coming to the defense and Stephen A. Smith, his ridiculous response. You don't get to talk. You don't get to talk. You're a documented hater. When Kobe was talking about LeBron, you were talking about like, who does Kobe think he is? How dare you talk about LeBron like that? Did you hear Nick Wright? These are the dudes. So I'm sitting back and I'm looking at these people and I'm like, these dudes are not serious. You got people that are known, documented haters, pretending like they're upset about what Stephen A. Smith did when this is what they have been doing for years now. But then they want to go out here and start crying crocodile tears. I'm lost. I'm just looking at these dudes and laughing. And then they get pissed off at me because I won't join them to twerk. I won't join them to twerk. They mad at me. Let me just say it real quick. With your stupid ass comments about, oh, man, what you gonna do when LeBron James retire? Bro, look, like, let's be for real. Did I come on YouTube begging anybody for money? Did I come on YouTube begging anybody for money? Did I come on here begging anybody for money? Did I tell you dudes that I was broke? Did I tell you dudes that my background is full of broke niggas? So what are you talking about when LeBron retired? What are you talking about? You think I'm doing YouTube because this is the only thing I can do? Who are we kidding here? One of my dad's company's employs close to 1,000 people. If I call them today, Dad, man, I'm tired of doing YouTube. Let me take over the logistics business. Oh, okay. Let's put you through. Dad, I'm not really good at construction, even though you do construction. I don't want to do that right now. How about the 5-star hotel you building? Let me get into that. Okay, let's see if you can. Like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Oh man, what you gonna do when LeBron James? What is you niggas gonna do? Don't ask me. Don't ask me that. So to listen to these dudes sitting up here thinking they gonna I know what they doing. They trying to blackball people that disagree with. I know what y'all are doing. It's obvious. But I'm not gonna sell my soul like you do. I'm not doing it. I'm not begging you guys for money. I'm saying what I believe. I'm not somebody that can stand in front of the mirror and lie to myself and then lie to people for a bag. Maybe some of y'all can. I can't. What did Marco always tell me? You always gotta be true to who you are. Because eventually, if you start lying to people, eventually you won't be able to keep up that lie. What y'all want me to say? I think LeBron is great. What y'all want me to say? Oh, he a great dude? I love his antics. I rock with him. For what? So maybe one of y'all can sign me to a podcast or something? No. No. Keep your podcast money. Keep your connections. Keep them. Let me just be here doing my thing. Talking about the game I love in the way I see it. Go get somebody else that is willing to sell a soul for some dollars. Go to them. But as long as I'm talking about it, before y'all decide to blackball me, which I know you're fully capable of, because y'all are sensitive, and if it don't go, if people don't say what y'all want them to say, y'all gonna try to blackball them. Before we do that, let me speak my mind. Let there be a counterbalance to all of this bull. Y'all want it to be one message and one message only. Nah, it don't work like that. Maybe y'all can buy all of these other people because they're for sale. But some of us have some dignity here. I'm a Kobe fan through and through. Through and through. Ain't nobody questioning whether or not I'm a legitimate Kobe. Nobody's doing it. Nobody. I am giving you guys my honest opinions. If you like it or not, that's your bloody business. But at least you will know where I stand. Legitimately and genuinely. Can we say that about some of the rest of you dudes? I don't think we can. These are my thoughts.